Well, we had some economic news out this week, and I'll warn you that the economic news over the next month or so is going to be odd because of Hurricane Sandy. For instance, this week we had 78,000 unemployment claims, which was much stronger unemployment claims applications, which was much larger number than expected. And that was because of Hurricane Sandy. And so all the numbers are going to be thrown out. This morning, industrial production was a little bit worse than they thought. Came in at a shrinkage of 0.4%. They thought it would grow 0.2%. And again, that's Hurricane Sandy. So the numbers are going to be strange, and we probably won't get good solid numbers till January's numbers, and we'll know better what the economy's doing then. It's going to be difficult. Next week we get housing numbers, and they too will probably be affected by Hurricane Sandy. I don't know if they will be as much, but they will. So this is all going to be an issue that we're going to have to deal with, and it's not going to be easy. But the issue that we need to worry about that can be something be done about is the fiscal cliff. And already this morning we heard that both the Republicans and President Obama are thinking of offering smaller compromise packages and then pushing things down the road. And that's the hints we're getting out, or the leakage of information we're getting, which seems to be the most practical way to solve this fiscal cliff, which really should be called a fiscal cliff. I think it's like a fiscal slide, because nothing happens as of January 1st, because the impact will be spread out over all next year, not just 1 month. So that's why I say it's not a cliff, it's a slide. Be that as it may, retail sales were down a little bit, 0.3% for October, Hurricane Sandy. Gasoline sales fell 0.5%. So if you took out gasoline sales, actually retail sales went up a little bit, despite Hurricane Sandy. And remember, do you remember Hurricane Katrina? Remember what happened after that? Several months later, it's a net positive to GDP growth. Because what happens, everybody gets to work and rebuilds quickly, tries to get everything back in. The insurance companies start paying off the claims, they're rebuilding, it goes on. There's a massive economic effort to get back to where they were, and that's positive for the GDP growth, it's positive for corporate earnings, so on and so forth. But for the time being, for the month or so after, maybe a month and a half, two, it's a net negative. So just bear that in mind. The market is still incorrect. It's corrected all of October and so far half the month of November. And I think that will stop as soon as we hear any kind of agreement in principle or positive news, and might get it over the weekend from Washington. Because that's what's caused this correction. Mind you, we were overdue for a correction. We didn't get one all summer. So this is a normal, healthy response. This is what we want, because this will set up the next rally. It really will.
If you're an iPhone user, there is now an easy way to get InvestTalk delivered right to your iPhone or iPad without having to sync the device to your computer. This feature can allow you to listen to InvestTalk right away, as soon as it's published every weeknight. Here are the easy steps to get this done. First, make sure you have installed the latest iPhone update. You then can download the podcast app from the App Store. You can do this as you would add any app on your iPhone or iPad. Once you have the new podcast app installed on your device, if you're not currently subscribed to InvestTalk, just search for it in the search box. And remember, there are 2 T's in InvestTalk. Make sure your subscription is turned on and the auto download is also turned on. Your episodes will now be delivered automatically as soon as they're published. Let us know how you enjoyed the InvestTalk podcast, and do us a favor, leave us some feedback on the podcast in the iTunes Store. We love hearing from you, and thanks for listening.